Yo, 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 what's up? How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another beautiful, wonderful, chill Goodgis stream. Can I see some hellos in the chat? As always, I always start it off. What time is it? Where you guys are at, and what country are you from? I know there's like the 4 a.m. crew that watch this stream. But while I wait for you guys to respond, I just want to point out I'm drinking some beautiful Pocari Sweat. I know that sounds disgusting, but it's a Japanese drink. It's very popular. It's like a Gatorade, and it's delicious. Seeing a lot of hellos. Finbabi Eggs says, "Hey, Germany." 11 o'clock, 4 p.m. America. Australia, nice. Dang, 3 a.m. India. I'm from Egypt, holy moly. I'm from the country of Ohio. Goodgis. Same here, Sarachid. Sydney, Australia. Hey, Goodgis, since you're an elf, do you love cookies? No. 11 p.m. in France. Wow. Scotland Yard. Limiter, I didn't know you were from Scotland. That's cool. 10 p.m. UK. Chicago. Never been to Chicago. Did this man say he's drinking sweat? I'm drinking Pocari Sweat. It's a wonderful, delicious. How'd you like that ASMR? It's like a Gatorade. It's really popular in Japan. I was able to get my hands on it recently, so. Hopefully, okay, guys, I gotta tell you a story real quick. So, you may have noticed, and maybe it's still pretty bad, but the chat is pretty delayed during the streams. I found out two things. One, I was streaming way too much. My bitrate was like insanely high for what I needed. And also, I wasn't using my graphics card, so that'll do it. California right now. I want some sweat too. Good. Love your content. Thank you so much. Pocari is a rare bird in Japan. Yeah, I don't know about that, Sarah-Dude. What if Wizbirds was an Animal Crossing like MMORPG? I thought about making something like that. Yo, I love drinking sweat. Oh no, what has happened? Look it up, guys. Pocari Sweat. I think they sent it to the moon, or maybe I'm thinking of Calpico or something. Fan art is amazing. Yeah, I like this one where like the hat's trying to come off. All right, so we're gonna be doing something a little bit different today. I swear I say that every stream. First off, we're gonna be having a chill lo-fi stream. Someone pointed out that last stream there was no lo-fi, and you're absolutely right. So we brought the lo-fi back, and we're gonna be chilling out to some beautiful lo-fi here as we do some pixel art. I may do some pixel art challenges. We've been doing that the past couple streams. They've been a lot of fun. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a little mysterious, I can't give out too much details, but a little project I'm working on that I've been doing pixel art for. It's kind of like a Pokemon style look. So I'm going to be working on that today, get your guys' feedback, see what I should make, and then we can do some beautiful pixel art challenges, and I'll be asking any game dev questions or any questions you have in general. So it's going to be a lot of fun. John Doe says, do you recognize me? Considering John Doe is the most generic name, I don't. Anyway, let's jump into this. So, and I'll answer your questions in a second. But real quickly, so this is like the pixel art I've been making so far. I made a little house, made some dog and cat people, and they got a little sign, some trees. Does this character look familiar at all? It has a little some elf vibes there. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. So It's gonna be for this top-down kind of walking simulator, maybe RPG, but walking simulator game. It's inspired by Pokemon, and there's a awesome indie game called Melon Journey. So I've just been working on this on my free time just for fun. We're gonna make some more tiles for it today, and see where it goes. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Superior said, when do you think Dewdrop Dynasty will be finished? Man, I have no idea. Every devlog I make makes the game bigger and a lot more work. I will say, I'm waiting on Steam, but I submitted my application to put it on Steam, the Steam store. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. And really, I just need to crank it out. Honestly, if I had a month of no other obligations, I could finish it. If I had 2 weeks of no obligations, I could do it. 24 walking simulator. 24-hour walking simulator. Wow. Love the art style. Thanks so much. John Deere. Let's see. Guess you could say they make drinking sweet chops, huh? You gotta go dinner. You'll be back. When can I play your games? You can play my games now. They're on itch.io. itch.io/Goodgis, or I don't know if it's just that. Also, I think they're in the description. Also, check out our my game studio called Firith. We have a couple games on there as well. Sick dog and cat. They're actually healthy, but no, I get what you're saying. Watching this while programming. Nice. Pokemon 2. Okay, I'm catching up. Hi Dark. What's up, Pingu? Every devil I make, the game gets bigger. It sounds like scope creep to me. Oh, it is total scope creep. Here's the thing, like, I'm trying to make... I don't want to hype up the game too much and be like... It's hard. When you make a video, you want to make the game, like, really good. And so every video you make on it, you feel like you need to show good progression. Otherwise, people don't really want to watch the devlogs. But in order to do that, you have to keep adding stuff. So YouTube is forcing my hand with scope creep. So I'm gonna put the blame on YouTube for this one. For that scope creep. Oops. Oh, what is happening right now? Okay. Not sure what's going on here with this light or shading. Hold on. I think this needs to be that, and then this needs to be this. I really want to get this guy like this purplish color if I can. Oh no. Okay, hold on. We'll get back to this in a second. Thanks Kiwi for posting the link. Goodgis, gotta catch them all. Heck yeah. Unity or Godot for beginners. At first I would say Unity, but after the recent video and a lot of the comments, people said that Godot was a lot easier. So I would say Godot. I'm looking at messing around with GDevelop. I've had a lot of people tell me about GDevelop, and I haven't really messed around with it at all. So I'm going to... I think I might try to make a little mobile game or something small in GDevelop. And people are like, compare GDevelop to Construct, and the problem is, or I'm sorry, no, they were saying compare it to Godot, and GDevelop and Godot are like, they're not even close. Like GDevelop entry level, you can make a lot of small games, but you're not making a massive indie game in GDevelop. You can try. Like Godot is built for really long projects. So I thought that was a funny comparison, but I might do a Construct versus GDevelop because they seem very similar. Pixel art for beginners. Any tips? Just look at a lot of reference. Look at people that know what they're doing with pixel art, and like for these, I look at reference. I've been looking at Pokemon, been looking at other games. You just want to find stuff that stands out. I'm trying to think. I think MZZ might have a video about making devlogs. Maybe. I don't watch a whole lot of his videos, but he's a funny guy. Both have their own flair. Okay, you're talking about Unity versus Godot. Not even a competition. The chat's going so fast. It's crazy. Have you heard of Mr. Buddy? He's making an indie game. Some of his viewers called Buddymon. I have not heard of it. Use GDevelop? How do you get better at pixel art? Practice. GDevelop scares me. I always thought the visual script could be so much easier, but coding just makes more sense. Yeah, see, like, that's the same thing with Construct. Like, you can use the visual coding in Construct is just slow, but in some ways it is fast. You can make stuff quicker than, like, think about, like, Vimlark can just bust out stuff because that he's using, Construct, and it's so much easier. And I think it's smart, instead of just like, if you're making a small game, why use something crazy? Why not just use something that that's, you know, why overcomplicate it? But I haven't tried it yet, so I can't give you my thoughts on it yet. It may be terrible, but it's open source, so that's already a good start. Let's get some sideburns here. Get this beautiful elf face. So I hate doing side views. It's tricky. Will Dewdrop be mobile? I would love that. Probably. I'm not sure yet. Mobile's annoying, and we'll see how that works out, but there's a good chance it will be. Pixar easy once you learn the basics and you're good with colors. Yes. Would it be easier to make Pixar games in Godot or Uni? I would say Godot. I'm always gonna say Godot. Let's see. If I showed you guys some of my early Pixar stuff compared to now, it'd be interesting. I don't know if I do have any of those files. Dark Hood said 90 eggs. Wow. What's Melon Journey? It's one of my favorite little indie studios called Froach. They made an RPG maker. So it's just a cute little walking simulator. I'm like a big fan of walking simulators. Let's get his hair out here. Yeah. What is this game about? I have no idea. Part of me likes the idea of making like a mini RPG. But no promises. I don't know what I'm gonna make this in. This is just kind of like when I'm in between working on Dewdrop and all videos and stuff like that. It's good to have a project you're doing just for yourself, and that's what this is. It's not really, there's no pressure to make it anything, and if it doesn't turn out, that's totally fine. At least I'm practicing my pixel art. But you need to have those projects that are just for you and not really for content or whatever you want to call it. Content. Yeah, I'm not liking this side sprite. His hat almost needs to be bigger or something. I don't like his nose sticking out. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Has it happened to you that you have a great story, but you don't know how to tell it through a game? By that I mean a specific genre that would be appropriate. Yeah, I think that could be. Telling a story well is hard. Like, it really is. It's not something you just pick up naturally, and sometimes, sometimes the setting isn't right. I think RPGs do lend themselves pretty well to story. Walking simulators are really story focused, which I like. But I mean, it does come down. So it is a challenge. I'm in that same boat with you there. There we go. I'm liking that. I need to fix his ears a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Can we get Crepe Kiwi in a video or stream? Definitely. So for those who don't know, Kiwi's actually my lovely wife, and she will definitely be in some streams. I gotta get Crepe in here sometime. We'll get more of the Firith crew. So if you guys want them, it'll happen. Because they're pretty cool, and I think you guys would like to get to know them. So Hello, Goodgis. I'm sorry to be late. I have things to do. You know, Webby, it's totally fine. Webby? Croissant? I love that name. Hey, it's been a busy week, so no worries. Also, I like his hat being a little curved. Mobile games cost so much to make. Oh yeah, no, don't do Apple then. Just do Google Play because it's $30 one time. I know that seems like a lot of money, but it really isn't. I'm gonna drink some Picari Sweat real quick. Just to reiterate, I'm not drinking actual sweat. I'm drinking a Japanese drink called Picari Sweat. So just to give some context there. Okay, this guy's looking mighty cute. Animating this is gonna be a little tricky. Okay, I've lost my motivation for game dev right now though. To be honest, I can't find any way to learn GDScript in a good way. I hate following tutorials and I'm not following what I think does. The larger tutorials are so broad. You just gotta dig deep and start reading. It may be too much. You may have to step back and is this the first engine you're using, mashed potato sauce? I need to test and see how this animation looks. I'm gonna make a new file real quick. We're gonna make it 12. It's gonna be 16 by 16. We're gonna do 8 by 2. All right. I just gotta make sure my animations are looking okay here. If you can't tell, I love the color purple. Pro tip for pixel art, anti-aliasing. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right here. That's what these little outside pixels are. Just a style preference. You don't have to. Left. Walk. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It needs to be like, his foot needs to slide back, I think. It looks better with a front-on view. This is gonna take a little bit. Let's move this down here. Cause this one, there you go. Down. We'll slow it. No, don't speed it up, my bad. There we go. Yeah, look at him. Look at that juicy walk. Okay. Is this for the Spring Jam? It is not. Technically, you're not supposed to work on the Spring Jam until it starts. So, I may be working on a game with Keeyp for the Spring Jam. So, stay tuned to that. This is for my own jam called Having Fun. Okay, quit twerking. Come on. There we go. Okay, 2 beautiful animations. Why did you... Okay, I know. I must have scrolled back up somehow. My chat... I don't know about you guys, but my chat just goes crazy sometimes. Why did you name this studio Firith? It actually means autumn, or like fading autumn. It may or may not be a word from a fake Elvish language, so... Hee. I'm needing to look at reference. I don't know if you can... I'm looking up reference right now. You guys can't see, but... a great place to find reference is the Spreader's Resource. Spreader's Resource is a great place to just, like, all sorts of video games get uploaded on there. And it's just, like, I love studying how, you know, other people do pixel art, because generally they can probably do it better than us. So I'm gonna look at some Pokemon Silver. I just want to see some side profile movement. Okay, he has standing and then his leg forward and backwards. Okay, perfect. That's actually a great way of doing it. Goodgis, can we make concept art that won't be in the game and wait? Can we make concept art that won't be in the game and plan ideas for the game before day one? Yeah, go for it. If you like, especially, you can totally plan out your game, sketch ideas. I don't even care like if you, I guess like even if you're making artwork for it, what I don't want is people being like just posting their game even though it had nothing to do with the game jam. So even if you, I guess if you want to do pixel art and stuff for it, that's cool. But yeah, I keep it, how should I say it? That's totally fine. I'm just mumbling now. Oh, look at that. He's just putting his foot out like crazy. What is your favorite pixel art game? Oh, there's a lot of good ones. I don't know. I mean, Earthbound's a good series. I like the Dragon Quest series, but I don't like Super Nintendo shading as much. It's nice. Probably it would have to be like a Game Boy Advance game. Game Boy Advance game had like, it was a really nice era. But I can't tell you specifically what it would be. Maybe like Mother 3 has nice visual style. I don't know. That's a great question. So this isn't working super well, and I think I know why. Because you need to be able to see his foot right here at least. There we go. Okay. Some guy in a Russian name, I can't read it. Or I'm assuming it may not be a guy. Hi, just started watching your videos today. Really enjoying Keep making them. I've done some programming in Python. What are your recommendations for learning Godot and the way games are done in it? Read the manual, watch tutorials, and it's pretty easy, especially if you know Python. GD script is like piece of cake, so go for it. But yeah, really, reading the manual is the best thing. It's so dry, guys. It's so boring, but it's worth it. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just read the manual, all right? I feel like purple and yellow go very well together. That's actually an interesting point. Finbob, yeet eggs. It's funny because you're really close to the color wheel. Like, I know you just that's a gut feeling, but if we look on the color wheel, yellow and purple are actually opposite to each other. So they're complementary. So you would have colors like red are complementary to green, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to do these off the top of my head. Blue and orange go together. So think about it. Yellow is... Okay, we have orange. Hold on. This looks terrible. So orange and blue go together. Red and green go together. Purple and yellow go together. And I feel like I'm missing a color. So very interesting observation, but that's like the first step to actually really understanding color. So good job. I applaud you. That's my little clap. Okay. Guys, you're just like killing it with the questions right now. It's fantastic. I'm going to just focus here. Look at this. Look at that guy shaking his booty. And let me answer some questions. Okay, because there's so many. Seriously, I just can't. It's amazing. Dark Hooded 10 out of 10 best mod. There you go. Kiwi's got some competition. David said, hey, Goodgis, what's up, dude? What is Picari's sweat is made of sweat? It could be. Who is Kikari and why? It's Picari, not Kikari. Look it up, friends. You got this. Just started learning game dev and pixel art a couple weeks ago. Your content's been super helpful. You know what? That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. I definitely want to make some more entry-level stuff to really help out, but it's always exciting to hear that. Yeah, Apple Dev is $90 a year. That is pricey if you're just getting into it, and it doesn't make a whole lot of money. So I just recommend Google Play because it's cheaper if you want to do mobile market. What do you think would be better for Metroidvania? It's funny, I don't like Metroidvanias. Like, I'm making one. Guys, don't be mad at me. I think Metroidvanias are fun, all right? I think they're good, but I don't like the setting of Metroid or Castlevania. But I like the idea, like, a Metroidvania, in my opinion, is just a side-scroller Zelda. That's basically what it is. It's like Zelda 2. So that's my thoughts on that. Oh, I called the love purple. Yeah, I love purple. I love a lot of colors. Blue, I love red. Oh, blue and red make purple. So there you go. My two favorite colors mixed together make my other favorite color. I don't like yellow so much, but even then I can tolerate it. You know, like we get along. We're like those yellow is like my, distant relative you only see once in a while, and you don't really get to know them well enough, but they're nice. That's what yellow is. Any insight in character design? To make unique characters, start with silhouettes. So if you want to make an interesting character, start with a silhouette. Like, what's that look like? I don't know. That it's not interesting at all. So if you start doing stuff like this, and then you're like, and your character looks like that, like that's the silhouette of your character. Like that's pretty weird looking, you know? That's what. And then you start filling them in. You're like, okay, now he's a creepy little, I don't know what he is. And then from there you can start to fill them in and be like, oh, okay, he's this color. But silhouettes are a great way to see if a character design is just generic. Like if your character is just a circle, then your silhouette's just gonna be a circle, and you're gonna realize, hey, that's not very memorable. Like Sonic the Hedgehog silhouette just by looking at it. So also, I don't think you can use Google Play gift card to pay for dev account if you need a credit card, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, that may be a problem if you don't have a credit card or a debit card. For me, it wasn't a problem at all. Because I'm so cool. I'm just so cool, guys. Just kidding. That's cringe. Okay. This isn't my first engine. I used Uni for a bit in 2017 to 16, but never really learned any C#. Spent 1 or 2 years with Unreal 4's Visual Script and made a ton of prototypes. Now I'm on Godot. See, that's the problem, is like when you're doing visual scripting, you're not really you're learning game design, which is fantastic, but you're not actually learning like a language. So it hurts you down the road, because it's like, oh great, I got all this stuff, but what do I do with it? You know, how do I utilize it? So that is kind of the frustrating thing, using like switching. But you just gotta push through, man. I know it hurts, you know, but it's worth it. Which, just type in the question. I feel like purple. Okay, man, it's weird. Like I read the questions and then it takes me back up. Okay, Okay, I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom. If you asked the question and I missed it, just say it again. Anyone else doing Wowie Jam? I am hyped. I don't know. We got the Firith Jam. One of my friends, Ollie from Mashup Games or whatever, he was talking about doing it. I don't know if I will. I just don't have a whole lot of time. Did you read about the Russian guy? He says that you inspired him. No, where's the Russian guy? What did I miss? Do you use a mouse or a tablet? I use a mouse. Goodgis should do the blob challenge. Easy. I do the blob challenge for a living. I'm just kidding. What app do you use to make pixel art? I use Pixel Edit. But use Sprite. I would have used Sprite. If I started with Sprite, I would have been fine. But I started with Pixel Edit and I can't change. I tried. I was wondering what your strategy for keeping motivation when you have creative block. Okay, when you have creative block, ready for this? You're not gonna like it. You gotta make something. It comes down to when you fight creative block, the only way to push past it is by making something. And generally you get creative block because it's like a fear thing. It's fear related. It's like, oh man, how am I gonna make this game? You get intimidated. It's like trying to make things perfect. So generally you just have to force yourself. I don't care if it's the smallest thing, make something and finish it. You made a game in 3 minutes, what, in GDevelop, right? I think Keeyp was just watch that video. I summoned you mashup games, Ollie. It's really weird calling you mashup games. Is there a schedule for your game jams I can check out? Yeah, it's if you go to our Discord or if you go on itch.io, it's the Great Spring Game Jam. It starts March 1st and ends the first day of spring. Actually, it ends the second day of spring, but it ends on the day of spring, all right? How's COVID? I gotta be careful. I can't say this word. YouTube doesn't like it. How has the pandemic, we'll use that word, affected daily life for you? I'm at home, but I go back to school just for computing tomorrow. It's actually because of the current world conditions. It's actually allowed me to do YouTube. I've been working from home, and I really love it. So, a lot of people, it's been super hard, and my heart goes out to all those who've been affected by this, and who, I've had friends that have been affected by it. But it's also been really good because I've been able to minimize. I was very stressed and busy before, so being able to work from home is super awesome. I'm just so grateful for it. I am being stabbed. Oh no. First, I love how you're the only non-strict mod. Firith Studio is great, by the way. Have you seen the Fluffy Potato? No. Is GDevelop like Pico 8? No, GDevelop is like Construct. What is this game jam? When and where? It's the Great Spring Game Jam. Starts March 1st. Just make something spring related. Garden gnomes. Gardening. Anything with gardening is like a good thing. Tulips, flowers. I don't know. What else? What is spring related? Like kind of rainy, windy days. That's a very spring related thing. We love seasonal things here at the Firith Studio crew. So it's gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, do you think it's good to work on very tight deadlines, like doing a game a week or all that stuff Sock Pop does? Depends on what you're trying to make, Sometimes pressure helps you, it pushes you to actually get stuff done, and other times it just kind of cripples you. So it's however you work. But if you can get a game done a week, then you're going to grow really fast because you're going to learn that finishing process. I think, I don't know, I think, what's his face? Whatever it is. He recommends that. And I've tried it, and I do. It's funny, you'll have more success by releasing smaller games than you will by making one big one. And that's why I work on little projects while I'm making Dewdrop, because people like the Dewdrop devlogs. But Blizzard Blowout may make more money than Dewdrop, which is funny. I don't know. Maybe Dewdrop will make a lot, and that'd be awesome. Then I'll grow a mustache or something. Making 3D games, is as easy as making 2D. Basically, like Unity, it's like you're pulling out your hair, but in Godot, it's super easy. That's crazy. Tell Keeyp never mind, I have a girlfriend. Wow. I graduated college and started working during the pandemic. That's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. I'm glad you graduated. Like, I graduated last December. It took me 5 years. And so I was out, I had a job and all that stuff before the pandemic hit. So that's awesome. But I got to quit saying that word. instead of pandemic, let's say the world status. How about that? Because YouTube does not like that word at all. I don't want to get banned. Thanks Bonzo for sharing that link. You made an open world farming game for Brackish Jam. Should have waited until Firith Jam. Yeah. Hey, that's cool though. Brackish Jam is my friend Jacob or Polymars and Reese worked on a game together, and I got to pester them in a call while they were doing it. So it seemed pretty sweet. Lambs and chickens are spring related. Heck yeah. How did you learn the way to code games? I just wanted to make games, and I looked up stuff. It all comes down to like, you gotta have self-motivation to push yourself. Like, it's a lot of times it's just you know, you don't really have anyone to push you to learn. So it really comes down to just pushing yourself to keep researching and learning code. But I think I used Construct for a couple of years. I used to use GameMaker, and I think using Construct helped me. It helped me learn some principles that were too difficult for me to understand in just like general coding terms. But I think it also set me back because instead of pushing myself to become a better programmer, I was just using like visual code, and that doesn't teach you code at all. So Firith Studio, don't ban me. Oh no. Taking a break from jams. I'm not used to working on deadlines. Yeah, I've only done a handful of jams. I don't know if I've ever participated in a jam outside of the ones we've hosted. They are stressful. Actually, the Firith team just did an internal game jam. We had two teams separate. Crepe led one, and Janky Bread led the other. And it was actually really fun. I'm hoping that they finish them up so we can release them. So, how did you found Firith Studio? I wanted to make a company a long time ago. We've always had that passion. The name has changed and the rules have changed. Creep actually used to be in like the head guy, and he used to be called something totally different. But he kind of dropped it, and we all kind of moved on. And we were pretty young then. And then when we got older, I was like, we got to do this. I'm gonna call it Firith. We're gonna make games. And so I just kind of picked it back up. Anyone can make a studio, but it's cool because now it's actually finally becoming a business. Thanks to you guys and all your love and support. It's awesome. So that sounds okay. That's that. Are you saying I'm Luigi? Yes. Okay. Goodgis is an old man with proper responsibilities. I'm not an old man. What? No. I may sound like an old man, guys, but I'm 24. But I do have responsibilities. I guess mentally I'm an old man. I wouldn't even say that though, guys. I'm young at heart. Okay. Okay. Goodgis says world tendency instead of panda. Did I say tendency? How do you think joining do you think joining game jams with friends? Yeah. I think I get what you're saying, and yes. I've been using Godot, and I've just because my internet is slow, I couldn't download Unity. Now I waited for download for a week, and now I'm using Unity. I can't even update. You see, that's the problem with Unity. Like, and it really, you're not even getting that much benefit. You know, the file is massive. It's ridiculous. I don't know how anyone can use it. I couldn't. It just was too much for me. It was too much. Let's try to make a little scene here. What else do we... Whoa! Not what I wanted. Let's put this here. What else does this little environment need? Do we need like a little... Do we need bushes? Do we need... We got a sign. I feel like we need bushes. Or like a fence or something. Goodgis, wait, are you bringing back the Earthbound like rag game at everyone. It's kind of I want to make games with Goodgis, with like the Goodgis character. He's got a name. I just don't know what it is yet. So, I'm kind of making a little story with him. It might be an RPG. I haven't decided. This is kind of like my secret. You guys are looking in my secret project that I don't really share with anyone. So, any recommendations though for like items in the town would be much appreciated. I'm gonna look at some reference real quick. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. It's actually been surprisingly warm. It's been in like the 50s, or like, I don't know, for you people that use Celsius, it's like been 10 degrees, which is nice. It's starting to feel like spring, and I love the feeling of spring. Okay, I'm looking at some Pokemon reference. I think a fence would be nice. Ooh, I like how they kind of change up the ground a little bit. Okay, so let's try doing a fence. How do you make other developers? You know what? That's a great question, and that's only something that I've started to do, and part of it is just because of doing YouTube. I'm making a lot of friends from around the world, like you guys, because of just streaming and making content. So it is, if you can't do that, and I don't think everyone can. It's so hard. Doing YouTube is hard. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is a lot of work. It's very rewarding though. So I don't think everyone should do YouTube. I'm not saying if you want to, go for it, but I'm saying like it's not for everyone, and you shouldn't feel like, oh, just because you don't do YouTube means you won't have friends or something, developer friends. You'll find them. Just join, Discord communities. Our community's cool. We've got a lot of cool people that chat, and you can interact with. And being in communities like that really give you an opportunity to make new friends and connect with, other game developers. During the stream, your teacher, what? Getting closer to 15,000. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am getting close to 15,000. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how quickly it's grown. I'm very very blessed. I'm excited to make more stuff for you guys. I have a lot planned. So it's gonna pick up definitely in the summer too. I have a lot of ideas that I want to implement, or not implement. That sounds way more official than I'm trying to be. Implement. Let's get this beautiful chicken wire fence here. What's your favorite game you have ever made? Oh man, that's tough. Complete games, or somewhat complete games, I would say like Blizzard Blowout is one of my favorites. I just love. It's really the only 3D game I've ever made, and it turned out really well. Now regarding other 2D, I worked on a game called Fuzzites. It's not out, but I'm really proud of like that sort of game. I want to finish it and make a video on it. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Maybe I'll just make a video on it. But other than that, I would say like it has to be like the MMOs I worked on, Wizbirds and what else? Fantasy World. Like those were a blast. I just had so much fun. I was so addicted to making games when I was working on those, because it's just incredible. It's incredible making your own MMO and getting to experience and seeing other people like having fun and playing them. It's one of the best feelings for sure. Is the war with Reese still going on? Yes, we got to beat him to 100,000 guys. The war shall never end. I have to beat him to 100,000. I want him to get to 100,000. Don't get me wrong. He needs to get there, but I need to get there first. So I need all the help I can get. What is your advice for people who can't draw? Hey, I'm bad at drawing. I know that's hard to believe, but I'm bad at drawing too. So And I'm a professional artist. Literally, I get paid to make art. But just because you're not, great at drawing doesn't mean you're a bad artist. I think it's just a technical thing, Like, I think it's easier to do pixel art than it is to sketch because you can undo. Why does this keep updating and freaking out? Okay, I'm going slow here. Whoa, I was so far back. Okay, speed round, here we go. Uni keeps telling me to update my license every day. Yeah, I don't have that problem. Just pop in and hear this man's beautiful voice. Well, thank you, Blitz. Well, thank you, Blitz. There you go. Campfire, that's a good idea. It's funny how Godot is smaller than its export. Yep, it is weird. I've thought about that. Some luscious orange. What? You're talking about orange tree? Lost my phone on the floor. Oh no. I'm gonna just keep this on the background and work on my game. Dude, that's the way to do it. People who use Celsius. Oh, you mean normal people? I should say people outside the US. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Fahrenheit's more accurate. Okay, I will agree. Like, the metric system makes way more sense than the imperial system, but I'm pretty sure Fahrenheit is more accurate. I've been learning. I watch so many Canadian YouTubers and TV shows. I don't know why. Literally. I live pretty close to Canada, but it's just weird. And I always get confused when they talk about Celsius. They're like 10 degrees. I'm like, oh, that's freezing. Like 10 degrees is literally in Fahrenheit is freezing. It's below freezing, but it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Give up on YouTube, too much work. It's a lot of work, but you can definitely do it, Dave. I believe it. I'm sorry, I called you David. What mic do you use, if you don't mind? I use the Audio-Technica AT2020. It was actually a gift from my brother Keeyp, and I used that with the Scarlett 1 audio interface with a boom arm. How do you balance stuff? You're an adult, and I don't know how you manage. I get stressed out doing YouTube, GameDev, talking to my friends in school. It's a lot, man. It is a lot, and I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes too. For Firith, it is a lot, and it's overwhelming. But I think it's just taking it one step at a time and working with I have a great team that I work with, and we just, I try to delegate. And there's time. I mean, I was just telling my family the other day. I was feeling stressed because there's just so much you got to get done. But it's worth it. It's worth pushing yourself. But I would say, like, don't hurt your health. Your health is first and foremost. Take care of that. But I think you're also stronger than you think you are. You can push yourself to do more. That fence is way too much of a gap. We'll figure that out. Is there a good Discord community to meet people starting? Also making games for learning together, maybe doing little games by team. I mean, you could join the Firith Discord. There's a lot of people. I know this is here we go, self-promo. We do have a lot of people in there that are like-minded, and you could definitely find a team in there. If you're nice and you ask pretty please, you can find someone. So I gotta figure this out. Sorry, I'm on mobile and keep making huge typos. I'm gonna head to bed for the night. Peace out, Eliminator. Town idea senses about elf. What about woodland themed town? That's a good idea. I'm also thinking, the village I'm thinking is gonna have animals. It's gonna be kind of weird. I feel like the elf is gonna kind of be out of place. There's not gonna be any other elves in it. At least I don't think. Okay. Imperial system for the win. Everything in fridges and feet. Yeah, it's weird. Imperial system, the only meters is nice, but it's still confusing. The only reason I can tell what a meter is because of a yard. They're very similar. I'm learning because, kilometers, speed limit, that's so weird. 100 kilometers a mile or whatever is 60 miles per hour. So it's just it's confusing. definitely not dramatic. Okay. Ease up on the emojis a bit. The size of 4 washing machines. Yes. Any recommendations for good mobile pixel art editor? I gave out some copies of an app for one of our viewers called Sprite Pencil. It's pretty good. It has a few little bugs here and there. My wife Kiwi, she used it to like brainstorm some ideas. It's not a half bad editor. I think it costs though. It's like $5. Okay, guys. It's funny because the chat is caught up. I just am slow at reading. Okay, let's just... I'm just gonna read the latest chat. I'm sorry. Dog should have a top hat, or I will punch you. That's... Hey. I don't take threats. 4 out of 5 elves believe in this toothpaste. I don't think they do believe in toothpaste, do they? That's fake news. That's 2 Pinocchios. Or whatever it is. So happy I could catch the stream. Hey, I'm so glad you could as well. Everyone is so nice. You're absolutely right, except for the guy threatening to punch me. No, I'm kidding, okay? No, everyone is super nice here. I love the community. Making fences are always hard. I'm always on the fence about it. It's gonna be, if this is, that's just too long that way. Hi Goodgis, thanks again for the advice on my game, Skelost. What's your advice on making your first devlog? Just do it. Put it out there. I know it is a problem. There's a lot of people doing devlogs now, and so it's starting to become harder to get your like videos out there. So if you want to do devlogs, now's the time, and it may even already have been passed. Like that's the hard thing about these like YouTube trends. Like you gotta get on them right off the bat, but. And then try to find a unique spin on it. You know, don't try to just copy someone else. Like if you see one of my videos does well, doesn't mean you have to do the same exact video. You know, I think it's easy to like feel like, oh, this person is doing well by doing this thing, so I'm gonna just copy them. Don't do that. Try to find your own unique voice, and I think that may be part of the reason why my videos grew so fast, but that's, I don't know, it's my 2 cents. Imperial system is very simple if you just think of everything like 100 centimeters, 1 meter. Okay. But that's not the imperial, that's a metric system. You should make a boulder. Maybe I will. Elf dentist? No, why? What is this? Hermie? Why am I such a misfit? I want to be a dentist. I feel like everything goes back to... Does Goodgis secretly want to be a dentist? Is that what you guys are implying? Yeah, that looks weird. We're gonna get this fence right, guys. It's gonna take us all the energy we can, but we will do it. Time to make my channel called Bad Guess. You know what? It's funny. So when I met Bonzo Bean in college, he always joked about how he was Bad Guess. He would always he's like, hey, what's up, Goodgis? And he said he was... Bonzo is the original Bad Guess, is what I'm trying to say. That place is already taken. This is tricky. I think I'm gonna have to do that and then this. That's not gonna work though. It's not gonna loop. Need a bit of spacing on the fence. Yes. You should make flowers for some atmosphere. Ooh. You're absolutely right. So it needs to be like this. I think if I grab this, put that there, smack dab right there, and then I think that's That's a fence, if I've ever seen one. And then we just have to do one of these numbers. There we go. Easy. Guys, ignore views and subs. Just be thankful for little subs and views. That's the way to do it, man. It's hard. I will say, guys, I'm gonna be transparent. Anyone that says like, oh, just, you know, subs don't matter, all that stuff, they do matter. Like, they do matter to an extent that if you want to have, like, if you're looking for that type of success on YouTube. But you're absolutely right that you need to have the mentality of just doing it because you enjoy it, because you're going to be a lot happier. But that is a struggle of not getting caught up in the whole view game and like, oh, how many views I get, and oh, this one's underperforming. Like, so don't get caught up in that trap. You're just going to get stressed. But I understand if you do, because it's an easy thing to kind of fall for. Dude-gis, natural gis, or neutral gis. Dark hooded gis? Yes. Food gis? Booed gis. How will Goodgis go head to head with PewDiePie eventually? I won't. Who's PewDiePie? No, I'm just kidding. And everyone unsubs from me. No, I'm kidding. Can I delete that? No, I can't. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just guess. Yeah, eventually I'll just like, it'll cut down to just guess. The Gis brand. Lawful evil Gis? Wow. I'm so happy when I get 5 views. Hey man, 5 views are huge. You know, I'm a big fan. Maybe you guys have even seen it. I love going on people that just start. Like, if you're starting YouTube, when I get the free time, I try to check out, and it sounds like I'm buying something at the grocery store. I'm trying to check out. I try to like reply, comment, support new devs. Like, that's such a crucial part. You know, we're in this together, and it's about supporting each other. So I try to make an effort to do that. It is hard because free time is a rare thing sometimes, but gross. Is my Steam on? Hold on. Steam, what's that? Who needs it? Okay. This beautiful fenced-in area. It's like, we got a garden. We'll put all the dogs in the pen. Thick gis. Oh man, that's a whole different market there. Thick gis. I would be afraid to watch the if I made that channel, I'd be afraid to watch it. Just saying. I would unsub for myself if I was making that type of content. I need to study. Okay, when in doubt, reference it out. I'm looking at some reference. I looked up tile set, and it actually gave me flower tiles, like actual like tile, like bathroom tile, which is not what I want. Let's see. Pokemon does their flowers in a really weird way, and I'm not trying to copy it, so they don't show the stems. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just avoid showing the stems and just have like basic flora shapes. You know what? I like tulips, man. Let's do some tulips. You know, the OG fire flower here. Tubegis. Dank Gis, Reverse Gis. No, I made my game crash. Oh no. Finbob Yeet Gis. Ooh, that rolls off the tongue. That rolls right off the tongue. Whoa, what the heck? Where'd that come from? Yeah, this does not match the rest of the style. Let's... we gotta do some CPR on this. Goodgis, what new genre would you like to try if you made a new game? I would love to do a tactical RPG. Oh gosh, what else? There's another genre I was just thinking about. I would love to do like a Phoenix Wright style, I don't know what those are, like visual novel. I think that'd be a fun genre. I mean, what are some other popular genres, or just genres in general? I can't think. What if we do this? Those are the only ones that come to mind right now. Ooh. Get the juicy roses or whatever these things are. Okay, well, they're not quite what I'm wanting right now. And now my Visual Studio's crashed. Oh, pff. That's the life of a Unity user right there. Heartbreak and suffering. No, guys, if you use Unity, that's beautiful. I'm glad you have more self-control and discipline than I do. Either that or you don't like yourselves. Yeah, I think that's just too much. It has to be like... That's where things get interesting. This is the saddest little garden. FPS Dewdrop. When will Dewdrop be released on the PlayStation 10 with VR and multiplayer? You know, in a couple of years. We'll have the Game of the Year expansion exclusively on Xbox. I'm just kidding. I'm not a big Xbox guy. I'm more of a Nintendo guy. I'm sure that doesn't surprise a lot of you, but it surprises me. Let's do that. Add a little bit of shading. Have you guys been playing any cool games recently? Anything interesting that you guys have been playing? I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, not the second. And it's been a blast. Truly a fantastic game. I keep pestering Bonzo to play it. He will. Don't worry, he will. I'll wear him down. No, he was already planning on playing it. He's already playing RPG. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. It's just great to pick up a game that you're just super into, and it's just been fantastic, man. You gotta love the power of the Monado, you know. I've been playing Cure Blaster. Oh, Cure Blaster is fantastic. There's definitely some Dewdrop inspiration. Studio Pixel, man. Like, that guy is just awesome. Keeyp's story is amazing. It's kind of unfortunate on what happened to Keeyp's story and how he doesn't really make money from it anymore. I don't know the full details, but I just know there's some drama behind that. Juicy drama. Let's try and make a different flower. Cave Store is a classic. What else are you guys playing? Pixel size, please. You'll never know. No, it's 16 by 16. You want to, when you make your pixel art, you generally want to make it divisible by 8. Just because of when it scales, that's the magic number. You want to, I'm sorry, it needs to be divisible by 4. That's just like a standard. Even when you're making icons, you want to do that. Like in like graphic design. Here's a little graphic design tip. And the reason being is because when you scale things down, if you make it divisible by 4, then it'll be pixel perfect. So you want to do that, otherwise you'll have weird scaling issues when you're making your game, and that's no good. Can I get a lighter color? I guess not. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I don't really make flowers that often. I should try a bush. Bobo Robot is also fun. Bobo Robot, yeah, it's a cute little game. Definitely like it. Sock Pop did a good job. I mean, like, it's short. I'm not gonna say it's like the best game ever, but it has a ton of charm. And for what it is, and that's like kind of the scale I want Dewdrop to be. But I just, you know, that scope crepe, you know, crepe keeps getting in my way. I'm just kidding. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, for those that are on the Firith Discord, we added a bunch of new emotes. So there's a lot of fun ones of the team on there now. You'll have to check them out, play around with them. I think my favorite one is the floof one. I think it's called like the cringe emote. We made a pog one because you have to. It literally, in 2021, if you don't have a pog emote, what is wrong, you know? You just need to pack up and go home. Living that pog life. This music is bumping. Yeah, it's a little dark right here. This needs to be, ooh. That juicy anti-aliasing right there. Hey Goodgis, I have no experience doing any kind of art, but I want to start to make my own game. How should I start? Start simple. Start with simple pixel art. Maybe use solid shapes or something, or team up, make a friends with an artist. I honestly think that everyone can do artwork. It's I think there's a I don't want to say statistic, but I think scientifically we're all at the same creative level until 10 years old or something, and that's when you see a difference. But you really can train yourself to be good at art. Anyone can do it. I believe in you. It just takes patience, you know. I didn't wake up one day and be like, wow, look at this bush. And this bush looks creepy. Need to work on this some more, but you know, it takes time. You got to practice making bushes, yeah, or whatever. I know you're not specifically talking about bushes, but practice makes perfect. And practice also makes practice. Pog, living that pog life. Goodgis. There you go. If you take anything away, it's that quote right there. Okay, Hyperlight Drifter is one of my favorites. You know, Bonzo really likes that game. I haven't played it. Seems cool. Seems cool. Let's try that. That's kind of a weird... I'm just trying stuff, guys. You never know if it's going to work or not. But if you don't try, then you'll always succeed. Okay, that just looks like a weird Harry Potter bush. You're a wizard, bush. Wizbush, that'll be my new MMO. What is the purple beanbag? It is a bush. Guess what? Now I'm curious. What's up, Firith? When did I start making games? I started making games when I was 13, so about 11 years ago. I used GameMaker 7. I just was like, my friends were doing it, and I was like, you know what? What's this GameMaker stuff? Actually, I remember the first time my brother and a friend told me, like, wow, you can make games. And you know what I said to them? I said, wow, that's stupid. And I was really young at the time, and I was like, why would you make a game? You know? And then I realized how wrong it was. Should we just make a shiny ball bush? That's just creepy, though, you know? I don't like my bushes to shine. Isn't that a song? Ooh, ooh, ooh! We're getting something here. Goodgis. Did you do the Brackies Game Jam 2021.1? No, I did not. Though I watched Polymars and Reese do theirs. I was pestering them when I probably made it so difficult for them to work on theirs. Me and Bargy were, I don't know, crashing their party. Just don't have a whole lot of time for game jams, except for the Firith one coming up. And even then, I'm gonna keep it light, keep it simple. That looks kind of weird. Maybe we just don't. Maybe we just have it like that. I joined someone in the community, their game jam, and I really wanted to do it, and I never got to it, and I feel so bad. There's too many game jams, not enough time, you know? Can I get an amen? I'm happy that a random chat I made about flowers made it into a game. There you go. What is that, like a cherry blossom? A sakura? Okay, let's get rid of this one. This one just looks gross. This bush looks like it folded over in itself. It's depressed. It needs some vitamin C. Wiz Shiny Bush. Only 10 hours. Whoa. Did Brackies finally switch to Godot? Yeah. So, okay, so some of you pointed out in my last video, there's like a part where it says like Brackies fan. Like there's like a hidden part that kind of makes a joke about Brackies. So here's my dirty little secret, guys. I did not edit last week's video. That was actually done by Keeyp. Keeyp wanted to take a stab at editing one of my videos. I'm like, you know what? Go for it. And I thought he did a pretty good job. If you guys liked the Godot versus Unity video, give a big shout out to Keeyp for doing the editing. And also making those funny Brackies references. You know, you gotta love Brackies. Sertid, I'm afraid to even say that. Too many game jams, not enough time. Amen. 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 I hated the theme for Bracky's Game Jam. Yeah, wasn't it like Stronger Together? And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Hillary Clinton's campaign? Let's do this. Goodgis, look, better look at, whoa. Better look at that. I spent a good 10 minutes on it. I will never look at it. Are these bushes or rocks? What do you want them to be? You know, if you want them to be a rock, it's a rock. How's Dewdrop going? It's going well. It's going slower than I would like, but that's just the name of the game. It just, life gets busy. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff done. This is really snoring, boring stuff, but we've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff with Firith, just like business, financial stuff. You know, the boring, snoring stuff, which has been awesome. I'm working on some merchandise for Goodgis. A lot of people have been requesting it, but I'm taking my time because I don't want to be that guy. It's like, yo, check out my merch. It's just like some crappy merchandise. I'm actually designing all of the t-shirts myself. Then I'm getting test prints of them, making sure they're high quality. I've mentioned this before. I'm a graphic designer for a living. I do design t-shirts on occasion. So I want to make sure they're high quality and not some cheesy, like, stiff t-shirts. Because I love you guys. And it's about, I want to make sure you guys get quality stuff. And then I did stuff with the Steam page for Dewdrop, which, like I said, that's coming along pretty well. Guy, okay, real quick, does this look like a rock? If this doesn't look like a rock, I'm about to cry. Merch kiss. The URL doesn't appear. Okay. Wish me luck on my games, yo. Wishing you luck. Peace out, dude. Boring snoring. Yeah, that should be the best Goodgis quote right there. Boring snoring. I already made a bunch of games, but never finished one. It's just a lack of motivation. Or I get a part there and can't code by myself, so I move on. Make something stupid simple. Make it like a game where you're, I don't know, it's like a 2D game and you're a bird. No, okay, this sounds like Flappy Bird. Let's not do this. Top-down game. You're seeing top-down perspective. You're like a turtle or a car, and you're moving forward, and you can only steer left and right. Make it a little level. Boom. Make that. Bust it in a day. You could do it. Goodgis says it's rocks or bushes. Me who thought that it was a backpack. Oh no, confused screaming. Ah! I would buy it. I'm looking for that minimalistic style. Would you buy what, merch or Dripgis? No, like what sort of merch ideas? So I got some Dewdrop stuff. Making some cool, like, what would be the coolest thing merch wise? Because I want, if I'm making merch, I want it to be something that you guys actually want. You know, I don't want to be like, wow, Goodgis made 10 t-shirts that have pickles on them or something weird. I mean, 10 t-shirts that have like uninspiring Goodgis quotes. Never give up. That's too much shading. Let's knock that back. I can't tell if that looks like a rock or if that looks like purple poop. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Next video, how to make a Godot game in 3 minutes. Heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. And by heck yeah, I mean heck no. 3 minutes, my gosh. How dare you? I would love to see the Unity equivalent game. How to boot? It would be like, you can't even make a game in 3 minutes in Unity because it takes too long to boot up. It takes you 3 minutes just to get past the menu. There we go. That looks a little less weird. I mean, it still looks weird, but yeah, that's looking Rocky Balboa. I relate. Hard to finish games. It's hard to finish games when you make them too big, guys. Think simple. Let's make the most random game idea. I'm working on an online pixel game. I know. Merch. I have some problems with it. I have some problem with the color palettes. You have a problem with my color palettes or color palettes in general? What actually got you into game dev in the first place? I just love Nintendo. I love Nintendo games. Love Mario. Love Sonic's not Nintendo, but I love Sonic and Zelda and all those franchises. And I've always been a person that if I just love learning about the world and I want to see what makes the world tick, and the thought occurred to me, like, how do you make a game? And then I went on a 11-year quest to find out. So I've made board games. I published board games before. Tried a bunch of different things, just for the love of it. So you got to have fun doing it, and if you don't, then you're not going to do it. Simple as that. A game where you're a seal trying to get home. Who even cares? Wait. Let's see. Mashed potato. Who even cares? It was Hillary's running slogan. It was just a joke. I just thought it was funny. I think politics is a big distraction. I would rather be distracted playing Xenoblade. Or reading a book. A shirt with dithering. Pickle Goodgis. Goodgis mask. Goodgis plush would be cool. You know what? I'll have to chat with Kiwi about that one. Simple, not something that's super inside jokey with Goodgis community. Yeah, I'm not like a big fan like Scope Crepe. Oh, get the Scope Crepe t-shirt. Like, I don't even say anything. I don't even have like a slogan like, whoops, that's a Goodgis or something like. So like that, I'm not a big fan of shirts that have like random text on them. I think they would just be cool illustrations. I prefer merch that I can wear in public and not have it super obvious that I'm part of an online community. I'm the same exact way. I love Fangamer for that reason. Fangamer, you can get like a Pokemon shirt and no one will ever know it's a Pokemon shirt. It's just like, I've had people compliment me like, oh, that's a really cool design. I'm like, hey. They never knew. I keep my stuff pretty modern, pretty minimal. I'll just make one that just has it'll be a blank white t-shirt with text that's super small that just says Goodgis. That's it. Boom. Nothing else. That's it. $80. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, that'd be horrible. You know, rocks are kind of this journey you go on, you know, to make a rock, because no rock is similar to the next, you know. It's very philosophical. The deep meaning behind rocks. Okay, I have to go now. I have school tomorrow. Hey man, thanks for stopping by. Is that program free? It is not. I think it's like $10. Just use paint.net, use Sprite, use whatever. Doesn't matter what you use. Just make pixel art. That's what I say. This just I like minimal, small designs on the t-shirt. A post of big, colorful, eye-catching designs you'll see in Tourist Trap. I don't want to feel like a walking billboard. Now I'm the same way. I'm a big fan of having like a little, and I actually did this for one of the Goodgis t-shirts. Just having like the logo really small on the front of the shirt, and that's it. And then on the back it has like this cool like poster design that I did of all these different games. But I want to keep it clean, keep it simple. Here's the thing. People don't like black shirts. They don't like colored shirts. They like black or white. Those are like the top two shirts. And I get it because they go with everything. I'm wearing a black shirt right now. It's like, that's just the circle of life, you know? I may make a couple playful ones just because it's fun, but there definitely will be options. Pixel art shirt would be cool. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm looking at some beautiful embroidery hats just because I want one. I'm just making merch that I'd actually wear, you know, and not be embarrassed. Give me a polo with a little embroidered Goodgis logo face thing. I could actually do it. I'm looking at doing embroidery hats. You know, something clean, something simple. History Channel at 3 a.m. The hidden meaning behind rocks. Hey, I would watch it. 1,000 years ago, this rock used to be a cat. That's amazing. Ancient alien rock show. You remember in the History Channel, it used to be about history? Now it's about who knows what. How much time do you spend doing art versus programming? I honestly don't know. That's a great question. I have no idea. For this game, generally I would like actually start making the game by now, but I'm trying something different. I'm just trying to make as much artwork as possible and seeing if that speeds up. Like these types of games are all about visuals. So I'm thinking if I get the visuals mostly done, how fast can I bust this out, you know? And I already have quite a few visuals here. I'm not sold on the flowers though. Good night, everyone. Good night, Cece. My favorite pixel art is an obscure Japanese one called Pixelable. I think I've heard of it. Make a white t-shirt that says B. Size, 1 pixel, color, very, very light smoke. They get like, just put in Garamond or like some serif type. Super small. I don't even think 1 pixel, like accessibility wise, you're not even supposed to put like type below 6 point. I think 5 technically is like the max, but you really should like, here's a little like pro tip. If you're designing something, generally keep around 7 pixel, or I'm sorry, 7 point type. But that's if you're doing like 8.5 by 11 brochure, like if you're on a standard size, just because that's like the smallest. This is like for body copy, like for a paragraph. But if you want to go bigger than that. But I try to keep accessibility, like color blindness, all sorts of stuff. I try to factor that in when making stuff, because that sucks if you, I mean, this, I don't even know if I should do a test to see like what this game looks like to someone who's colorblind, because it may have a totally different look. Even better is how the Travel Channel is now ghost hunting. I mean, I guess that's travel related. It's travel to the afterlife. Rockman.exe. Yo, I'm curious, would you consider the amount of progress you make in a day sufficient? I ask because I'm a very slow learner. With having ADHD and making good progress is quite difficult. You know what? I have a friend who struggles with that. And I think it's, you know, for one, you gotta, even, I know this sounds weird, but you have to tell yourself that you're a great thinker. You have to encourage yourself. You have to, like, they found that like vibrations from voices are like actually powerful. Like what you say actually has some effect. So if you say like, hey, I can learn faster, I'm smart, you'll actually grow. I'm not kidding you here. And also like, don't be hard on yourself, because you know, it doesn't matter if you're crawling, if you're running, if you're slowly scooching your way to your goal, as long as you're making it, like you're moving, that's all that matters, dude. So it's easy to get distracted. I get distracted easily. But you know what? You just gotta push through and push through. Like, literally just said that 4 times. You gotta push through and you gotta push through. But yeah, just don't be hard on yourself, dude. Nothing good ever came from someone being hard on themselves. Make a shirt with the Goodgis sleeping next to the Firith tree. That's a cool idea. I'd love to collaborate with some artists. Gotta go. Editing devlogs is a pain. Oh man, I feel you. It's like a 10 to 15 hours to edit a video. What's the time where you live? It's 6:30 p.m. It's like talking to plants. It is like talking to plants. but instead you're talking to yourself. Yeah, I never try to say, you know, people say like, oh, I suck, or I'm the worst, and I can just crawl out of the earth. And so, like, people just like come up with the worst insults for themselves. Like, I think that's just so harmful. You constantly have to encourage and inspire yourself. Because like, if you're abusive to yourself, like, how are you going to act towards other people, you know? We got to find the gold in all of us. All right, let's see. Where's that? I'm gonna use this color right here. So this people ask why I don't use Sprite, and it's literally this reason right here. If I right click, I select the color. I can't. I've used Sprite, or actually also that in the animation, but it's just too convenient, you know? And I know it's good software, but you gotta use what you gotta use. I'm sorry, guys. Let you down. I let you down. Okay, I'm liking this better. Put this here. That looks a little weird. Put that there. This just looked a little weird like that. It's 11:30 here in the UK. Dang. What are some cool spots in the UK? I've always wanted to visit. I'm slowly making a list of places that I want to travel to. I'm like pestering people, like, where would you recommend? I got like Bristol is one place people keep recommending to me. Bristol sounds so dramatic. Okay, let's do that. Is that too much? Maybe so. Yeah, it's too much. Bring it back. Fixing a bug right now. My armor UI isn't updating with hits. That's not cool. Is he making a game? I am making pixel art for a game that I don't know when I'll make, but I will make at some point. This is kind of like a little personal project. You know, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to do while streaming, and I don't want to like. Some people are, dude, they're crazy. Like they're working on their game. Like, have you heard that guy Reese? Like Reese will be working on Monster Tribe while streaming. It's crazy. The man's crazy. I can't do that. So I tried working on Dewdrop one time during streaming, and it was a bad time. I mean, maybe it was a good time for you guys. It was a bad time for me because I didn't really do anything. Here I at least feel like I'm making progress with the artwork. Quit doing that. Actually, I'll save it. What am I doing? Okay. Here we go. Let me check. 100%. I've been struggling a lot with balancing work and my hobbies, even though I've been working from home lately. Yeah, it is hard, man. It's really hard balancing the two. It's like you don't want to be bored, but at the same time, you also want to. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I have a lot of social obligations, like too much sometimes. It's overwhelming. The music cut out as soon as I said that, made it more dramatic. Dang, I don't even know what I said. To encourage yourselves, you make okay. Oh, you read that. Best coffee shop. What's the best coffee shop? I took a tour of southern UK 2 summers ago. Oxford, Bath, and Exmouth. Oxmouth. I don't even know how you say that. We're really pretty nice. Really pretty and nice. There we go. I reached a couple different problems with my project and everything. Work on them. I get stumped. I also saw some sick castles. Dude, I want to see castles. That's like one thing I'm like, definitely want to see some beautiful castles. And I know the UK is just like, I want to go to Ireland as well. But I digress. We're gonna do, I feel like we should work on like a path. Well, you know what? How does our good friend Pokemon do it? They just have like that weird gravel thing. Maybe we'll try doing something like that. They just have like some gross gravel thing like that, which honestly looks terrible. So what if we don't do that and then just pretend I even suggested it? Because I feel like a path is kind of important in this sort of... Okay, that could work. I think just having white could even work. You know, keep it simple. The KISS method. Monster Tribe looks amazing so far. Yeah, Monster Tribe is looking really nice. I'm definitely gonna... Sorry, I'm hiccuping. I'm definitely gonna back it. You know, Reese is just like, cool guy, man. I've only known him for maybe a month or two now. It's always just awesome time chatting with him. And so I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Monster Tribe. That's my daily Reese plug. I have to get my quota in. I'm just kidding. Okay, Peak District. If you like outdoors, you should go to a name that's really long. I've actually seen that before in Wales. True, overscoping in any hobby isn't a good thing. Overscoping is like the easiest thing to do. It's like you wake up and you're overscoping, you know? Like you blink and you've overscoped. I think it's easier to no scope. I'm sorry, it's easier to overscope than it is to no scope. Okay. Okay. Any suggestions for new pixel artists with little art ability overall? Practice and look at other artwork. That's your best bet. You know, reference is king. Okay, working on an open source multiplayer platform. Basically, one player explores the world while two to eight players can help or mess with player one. Interesting. Do a mushroom. Hey, we could do a little mushroom. I'm working on an online RPG. No special focus, just something I've always wanted to make since I was a little kid. Something my friends and I can play together. That's awesome, dude. That's why I made when I made Wizbirds and Fantasy World. I seriously, I had no intentions of releasing it. I just made it because it's like cool to be like give yourself like cool items and just run around and like, hey, look at me. But then Keeyp was like, yo, we need to release this to the public. And I was like, oh, should we? And then we did. You know, I feel like if we just simplify that and do one of these delias, it's hard to see that way though. Definitely need to figure out how to do this path. Maybe it's just a different texture too. That could do it. Ace Spray Supremacy? What? Yeet guess. Yeet guess. Is that what I am to you? Just a yeet? Okay, I think we could do like, maybe we did a pattern. I could do like a cobblestone, beautiful cobblestone pattern. So this needs to connect there. We'll do that like that. Actually, we have to bring it down here. Okay. then I think if we just select this boy, more. Okay, I made a beach accidentally. That's okay. I seriously made a beach. It needs to have more, if it's gonna be cobblestone, it needs to have like one of these things. Which means it has to match up here. Oh no. Like that. Alright, well that's kind of doing a thing. I need to make it more like brick patterny though. Don't talk about the pog code. Wow. Construct engine does most of the netcode stuff for you, but the rest of the engine is not really made for it, so you still need some tweaking. Yeah, see, like if you want to make a little game that, you know, pretty simple, not go too hardcore with the coding, I do think Construct is pretty solid for making a simple multiplayer game. I mean, you're not going to be having 1,000 people on. Heck, when we did the Wizbirds stream, we had what, 10 people on or 20 or something. It was not a lot. But if you want to make a small game for your friends, then just go with Construct. Though I haven't gotten the Construct stuff to work with Construct 3. I've only gotten to work with Construct 2. So that is a little problematic. Extras. Okay, that looks terrible. It shouldn't match up right there. This needs to be like here. Actually, we should do this. That's still not gonna work. Oh, think about this. That. You've been using Godot for your online RPG? That's awesome. I seriously want to mess around with online, but I know if I do, I'm going to get sucked into it. Eventually I will. I've been reading up on it. It seems like a lot of fun. Eventually I will. Eventually I'll make Wizbirds 10. Got a nice brick path here. And I think we just need to add this guy right here. There we go. Follow the white brick road, you know? It's the different Wizard of Oz movie. It's the Wizard of Oz movie that you never saw. I also saw someone suggested making a mushroom, and I like that idea. I'm gonna try to do that next. It might need to come in a little bit, but that's fine. Wiz Bleach. Sorry, Wiz Beach. How did I misread that? Netcode has always been a pain. Messed with Godot and made some space control. A la Star Fox. I'm proud, but I don't know how to make the rest of the stuff in Godot. Yeah, that's... Good luck on that. Are you going to make this pixel art challenge things? I was thinking about it, but I ended up just getting really distracted by this. I apologize, guys. I'm having fun doing this. We might end up doing that on the next stream. Hi, Mobile Console Gamer 12. That is a very long title or name, but thanks for stopping by. How you doing? Ooh. The path could be little stepping stones. Oh, that's a great idea. This could be the main path. I'm trying to add too much shading on this. let's not do that. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Even that is kind of a lot, but yeah, let's simplify it. And then what we'll do is we will get rid of this. I totally forgot how to use this. Okay, there we go. And then we'll make the stepping stones up here. And see how that looks. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It's a fantastic idea. Oh no, I'm out of Pocari Sweat. Actually, no, I got a little bit left. Yeah, for those who missed it early on, I'm drinking Pocari Sweat. It's not actual sweat. It's like a Gatorade drink in Japan that's super popular. And it's kind of like Tang. It's very citrusy or orange flavor. And it's pretty good. A name that I can't pronounce says it is almost 2 o'clock in my place. Bye, gotta go to bed. Peace out, dude. Have a good one. Hi, I got in GameDev and I started learning, but I stopped some time ago. I'm gonna get back to learning. I watch Heartbeat's platform series. So what tutorials would you recommend me? I mean, I watch Heartbeats. It all depends on what engine you're using. It's weird. There's not really like a series of tutorials that I could say like would really help you. Like, there's not like a tutorial series like, wow, that changed my life. I wish I did have a series like that to tell you guys. Normally when we teach people at Firith, we teach them ourselves. So maybe I'll have to make some tutorials or something eventually on how I do stuff. I know you guys would not like that at all if I gave you tutorials. You guys would be like, nope. I definitely don't want that. Goodgis make tutorials? No. Don't want that. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky to get this shading right. It almost works, but it doesn't at all. And you know what? I know why. We need to restrict the tile. Boom. We need to do that. Okay. Wizbirds 10 game editor should be even more promising. Heck yeah. How long did it take you to become fully fluent in Godot? I don't think I'm fully fluent in Godot yet. I'm still learning quite a bit. I've only been using it for I don't know, maybe half a year now. But it is really easy. Like if you're learning something, if you're trying to pick up stuff, for the most part, there's resources. I'm starting to think that if it's your first game engine ever, and especially if you're younger, like I'm not picking on anyone if you're younger, but if you're younger and you're just trying to learn the principles of game design, yeah, maybe don't use Godot, maybe don't use Unity. Use like Scratch or Construct or something, visual scripting, so you can understand how programming logic even works in the first place. I think if you have a good understanding on how that works, then you'll be better off than just trying to learn coding. That stuff's confusing, guys. It's hard to learn coding and gaming logic. Like just the idea of like, oh, I'm using this piece with that piece together. Like you can use Godot. I think you could definitely pick up Godot right off the bat, but for some people I know it's hard, because if you don't understand how programming works, it's hard to learn it by using an engine. You really need to understand how like programming languages work in general first. And that's something that you'll never lose. Like, because I use GameMaker, I used GML, the GameMaker language. I've used Python before. I've learned C++. You know, I haven't really used a whole lot of JavaScript. I'm not a big JavaScript guy. But, you know, you just... learn a language, and I think then it's easier to pick up other engines. But if you're only using Visual Script, learn Visual Script or use Visual Scripts to learn game development principles, and then use actual coding languages to learn how to use code. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Turn up the stream. Lol. What stream? What stream? Am I quiet or is the music quiet? Because I can't. I'm like full volume, guys. If it's quiet, then that's on you. I suggest beginners start using GameMaker Studio 2 and then eventually move into Uni or Godot. I don't even know if I suggest that, because GameMaker Studio is just as challenging as Godot or Unity. I would suggest, like, if you don't even want to start there, like, just start simpler. Not that GameMaker Studio 2 is bad, but I think it is confusing, and I don't think it's if you're just learning, it's not I don't know. That's my opinion, though. I use JavaScript every day for my day job. Nice. Yeah, I've used it for like front end. I don't even know if that would be front end. I've like created sites for work or for school before, basic sites. Normally I'm doing the designing part, but and I've used it before. But I'm not the biggest fan of JavaScript. I haven't messed around with it enough to really like it. I probably have more experience using PHP than JavaScript. And that's gonna make people so mad. Like, PHP? No! Have you tried Unity's particle system? I have. It's, I mean, I think it's pretty solid. I didn't use it a whole lot, and I honestly have gotten the same results with Godot. So it's not, you know, it didn't blow me away. I mean, I think it's pretty solid. I know that's like one of its big features. It's beautiful particle system. Okay, let's get this out here. We'll have a little path going out here. Maybe I just get rid of this line altogether then, if that's going to be an issue. Okay, we got to look at these stepping stone. So construct would be a good start for new learners. Yeah, so I'll probably make a whole video on this, because basically what I want to do is I want to look at some software. I want to look at GDevelop. I want to look at, well, I've already used construct. I'm just going to look at some, you know, entry-level stuff and see how beneficial it is for people. I'm all for open source, and that's one of the reasons I love Godot. It's open source. You don't have to pay anything, so it's free. You don't have to like get licenses and whatever, and you know, pay your life away, which I think is fantastic. Like I said, I heard GDevelop is open source, but I can't give a recommendation because I've never used it. But it seems it looks a lot like construct. Like, I was looking at some footage of it the other day, and I swear it's like, if you would have showed me that, I would have thought it was construct. Like, it's very similar. So I will get back to you guys on that. I'll do a whole video. It'll be called Why I Gave Up GameDev. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what it'll be called, but I'll do a whole video, maybe talking about GDevelop or what's a good entry level, because I realize that for some people out there, like, you're like just entry level, and that's like I said, that's not a jab or saying like, haha, cringe, bro, you're entry level. That means you need something that just is helping you understand the principles of game development. And if that's the case, I don't want to be recommending things that are too challenging at first. So so keep an eye out for that video. I don't know when I'll make it, but I definitely want to make it. So think this pattern through here. Honestly, PHP pays a lot because so many companies still use it. I like PHP. Construct versus Love Showdown. I never used Love. Actually, I take that back. I think I used it for 5 seconds. Isn't Love just Lua though? Or are you just talking about actual love? That'd be so weird. Dang, this is gonna be. Trying to get this pattern to work. Guys, you guys are literally watching me make like a garden, but not in real life. It's beautiful. This is like virtual landscaping right now. Like this is like Animal Crossing, except for instead of actually doing it in a game, we're doing it in pixel art. Ooh, there we go. I got some nice stepping stones. They kind of look like signs, but I like that Godot can be used for server. I think that's cool. I really do like Godot. I think Godot is fantastic. Or Stencil. Anyone here use Unreal? I've used Unreal, and I did not like it. I don't know. I tried. I used Unreal way back in the day too, and I use it again recently, and it's so hard to use in my opinion. It's so cluttered. The stuff with like lighting is always crazy. Like every time I was using it, it was like your lighting just blew up. I'm like, what did I do? It just blew up. Yep. I found it very confusing, and I know it's very artist friendly is what people say, but as an artist and as someone who has like some programming background, I didn't like it, but I could be wrong. I think it was just for me, it wasn't for me. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you can use it, then, that's fantastic. Power to you. It's chill. Nah, I love 2D. Yeah, I need to check out more Love 2D. You guys asked me so many great questions about these like engines that it makes me want to check them out and give you guys better feedback, and instead of being like, oh, I've never tried it, but it's terrible. Like, want to make sure I'm giving you guys actual legit feedback. What does the egg stand for? I don't know. What do you mean, the egg? Can someone make an convention called egg? No, I don't know. There's a big like egg community on here, and I'm not actually talking about like a real thing. Like people just talking about eggs. We have a very diverse community here. Very beautiful egg community. This is looking pretty good. We got some nice artwork going on here. I'm stretching. But to be honest, Unreal is only for 3D masters, and Unreal for 2D is overkill. Yeah, like Unreal 2D, like it's like it's like the equivalent of, say you just need a ride. You need to get a ride over to your friend's house, and using Unreal for 2D is like a tank picking you up with, a whole squadron following you. That's what it feels like, instead of like some dude like, I'm trying to think the opposite of that. Like Constructor Scratch feels like someone picking you up on their skateboard or their bicycle, like, here, get on. Hop on, man. Godot Master Race. Yes. He's not yoking about the egg thing. Oh, man. These egg puns are getting to me. Whiz egg. You like the path? I think I just said that. Unreal for 2D is not good enough. It needs more features. Unity for 2D was also a bit overkill for me. I agree too. I think just give me GameMaker. Give me for like medium to long projects. Give me GameMaker. Give me Godot, and I'm content. For smaller projects, give me Construct. They could potentially make a VR game. What's VR? No, I'm kidding. I never got really into the VR trend. Just not one of those VR kind of guys, you know? Then again, I feel like I would get like motion sick from it, so that's probably why I'm not like... I'm just starting to dabble into 3D stuff, so that's like... you know what? I bet you, like, the more I dabble in the 3D, I'm sure Unity has like some really good features, or Unreal versus Godot. But for where I'm at, it's perfect. And I'm always trying to make sure I have like the most accurate information, because like I said, I don't want to like tell you guys like, oh, this is the way to go. Egg. Unity needs proper 2D. As of now, it's just 3D stuck on Z. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's cringe, bro. I'm just kidding. It's gonna make a 2-story house. Yeah, let's try this. We got it. I hope. Dewdrop Dynasty VR. That's too much detail. Could you imagine like the Baxton fight? It'd just be like... Ugh. How many people here actually use VR? Like use it and actually like on a regular basis, like, oh, it's my favorite thing. I love VR. You know, I lost 10 pounds using VR. You know, it changed my life. I used to cry before VR, and now look at me. I don't cry anymore. Like, I want to hear a good VR story. Because all I ever hear about is just stuff like... I think it looks cool, but I just haven't found anything that really has made me think like, oh, VR, the future generation. The sprite looks like something from GB Studio. Dude, that's totally what I'm going for. Like, I could even make this in GB Studio if I went on the Game Boy. But I might not, because it is fun programming. I enjoy the process of like making little dialogue systems and stuff like that. Sometimes I just want to make an RPG, like a really basic like Dragon Quest RPG, and I want to make it I want to like in just C++, like basically from scratch, like not the game engine, but there's just something so fun and appealing to that, to me. There we go. This will be the shop. We can make like a tower. Zork? Oh, yeah. All the way, man. Zork all the way. Oh, Houston, we're about to have a problem. What are we supposed to do here? I messed up the pattern. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. Hold on. I'm about to save the universe. Give me a second. We're going to flip that, and we're going to flip this like that, like so. You always watch these tutorials like so. All right, did I save the universe? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. All right, graphics are overrated. It's like Skyrim, but no graphics. Using GameMaker Studio and having a place control objects in the room without sprites really annoys me. You know, it feels like the nodes aren't demanding that you give them a sprite. Yeah, that is. It's weird because I grew up with GameMaker, so it's like I've always thought that that's the way to do it. Get yelled at by making sprites for everything. Wingley says, Goodgis, have you ever used RPG Maker? I actually have. I would love to use it again. There's a part of me that just likes making stuff from like an engine from scratch, where I feel like if I don't do it from scratch, then I'm like cheating. So I've worked on RPG Maker projects, but then I end up dropping them because I was like, no, I need to actually program this from scratch. But I will say that I do enjoy RPG Maker. I just love the idea of it. It's fun. It's cute. It's cozy. And it's like, it's nostalgic. Like, you know, back in the day, that's what like Melon Journey was made in RPG Maker. Just like a classic. If you want to have a good time, no nonsense, just want to make a fun little game, RPG Maker, you know? Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? It's a really tall building, and I like it. Sorry, Goodgis, I had to leave. I hope I didn't miss too much. You know what? You missed the whole stream. No. You didn't miss much. I'm just working on fences, real estate, houses. You know, I'm basically going to start my own real estate business in this game. If you can make your own game engine, you can control the world. Basically. Hi, good. Who's someone who helped you get to where you are game dev wise? Thomas Brush was the one for me. That's a great question. You know, definitely my friends in the Firith team helped push me. My family. I think game dev wise, I used to watch Heartbeast back in the day. He helped me a lot, try to figure out stuff. I think it was more so out of my competitive nature that pushed me to make I don't know, it pushed me to get better, you know? I didn't want to be like, when I see people passing me up, I'm just like, man, I gotta push, I gotta make my game 10 times better. So I'm more so like, I'd say the most inspiring thing for me is like just Nintendo. If I could be Nintendo, that'd be awesome. I ran on a console and it was about building a town. Wait. I made a game using Bash. Dang, dude, you're crazy. I made a little Celeste mock-up with 400-ish lines of code last week. It's been really fun. That's crazy. Are you hosting a game jam anytime soon? Yes, we're hosting a game jam in 4 days, I think. It's the Great Spring Game Jam. You will see it on itch.io. It's hosted by my studio, Firith. You'll see that my brother Keeyp is running the Firith channel in the chat right now. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's always a blast working on doing little game jams. I mean, you know, they can be a little stressful. They can be like, deadlines are not always easy, but I'm looking forward to it. Copy that. Ooh. Copy that. Grab it here. Slap it there. We're gonna make a little sign above the door here. It's gonna be like the shop. I don't know if there will be a shop in the game. I guess there will be. It's 5 high, 4 high. Okay. Let's make it. That bothers me. Let's make it like that. Make it like that. Bring it one out over here. One out over here. There we go. There we go. Do you think I can learn OpenGL in 1 hour? I mean, I think you could if you really try. I think you can learn anything. Go for it. OpenGL. Yeah, I haven't even messed around with that. That'd be interesting to mess around with. OpenGL. I mean, I think Godot uses OpenGL, but to actually just like do it the old-fashioned way would be intense for sure. Ooh, little item shop, a little potion shop, whatever. And we need that pointy to make it read. Or maybe it doesn't read at all. Maybe we need to put something else on the door. OpenGL speedrunning. I really want to make an event system like what RPG Maker has for my game, but I've been struggling. I honestly haven't messed around enough with I never messed around with the coding stuff with RPG Maker. I was a lot younger then, so I don't know what the whole system was. More so, I was just changing out sprites and being like, "Look at my game." Let's fix that. I need to speedrun my homework. Gotta go. Hope y'all the best. You too, man. Wait, what's it called? I'm trying to find it. The stream has been going for so long. Yes. Well, actually, we'll probably wrap up here shortly. C++ any percent speedrun. I mean, that's easy. Any percent meaning, okay, you learn one thing, boom, speedrun. Haven't made a game since the BTP Game Jam. Looking forward to the Game Jam. Awesome. You can't spell Game Jam without stress, procrastination, and pure temporary low self-esteem. Apparently not. The Zork has inspired me. Well, I've decided to make a Zork-style graphic-list RPG about bears with Python. That'd be awesome. These types of games are super fun. I made one called... what was it called? It was called like Tales from the Lost Realm or something, and it was like the only fanfic I've ever done. It was like a Star Wars fanfic where you crash land on no, it was called Tales from the Outer Rim. That's what it was. And you crash land outside of or you crash land on Dagobah and you end up meeting Yoda. It's really weird. Dagobah. I'm a big Yoda fan. You know, there's just something about a cute little green alien that, you know, it gives you strength, you know, when you're tired and you're beaten down. Yoda just encourages you. Add a little bit of these things right here. That's not gonna work. Yeah, okay, that does not look like anything I need it to look like. Sure. There we go, a little shield icon, beautiful. Best RPG ever. You walk around and that's it. What should the bear game be called? I have no idea. Bears. I don't know. What do bears love? Honey? Honey Quest? There you go. Brilliant name. I'm going to practice pixel art for the Game Jam. That's awesome. Fanfics are great stepping stones for more learning, by the way. Yeah, I generally don't do fanfics because I don't like working on stuff that I can't, like, publish or sell or promote. Like, I like stuff to be my own. So I normally don't mess around with them a whole lot. But, you know, like I said, I just got a soft spot for Yoda, so it had to happen. Beargame.zip. Trying to connect this icon with building type. You know what? I think here, let's change this one. There's like the trope of having the potion on the door, but why don't we make our own trope, you know? We'll make a coffee cup. and we'll put some steam above it. Yeah. Delicious coffee. Kind of looks like a pan, but hey. Gotta work with what you got. Doesn't need to be this. Beautiful. It's the local bear dog coffee shop. PowerPoint jam. Yeah! PowerPoint, oh my gosh. Getting scope creep on PowerPoint? Dang. Alright. So we're about ready to wrap this up. I'm going to take the next, let's say 10-15 minutes. I'm going to answer any questions you guys have. Any last minute questions you have about game dev, pixel art, dating advice. Really anything. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out for the next like 15 minutes. Dang it, I got an idea for something. I want to make like a slope roof here for like a woodshed or something. Oh no, I'm just drawing this so I don't forget later. But then I want to answer your guys' questions. Okay. That'll do. I'll work on it more. Okay. Any last questions? Here we go. That coffee club is... That coffee is really classy. Thank you so much, David. What is your #1 tip for making interesting devlogs? So when you make a devlog, you're asking someone to take time out of their day to watch your game, and if you think about that, you're kind of advertising. Showing off your game is advertising, and advertising is not normally fun. No one really wants to watch that. So you need to give something with your videos. You need to either make them laugh, and that's a part of it. Make your videos funny, but I also think about giving, like, people want to know your story, why you did it. Maybe they want to see your game, but a lot of times they want to see, like, what's the reasoning for why you're doing what you're doing. What did you learn from it? I feel like if you do that, people are more likely to watch your videos because they can learn from it and they can apply that to their game or art or whatever. And then they also are interested in your project. But I think just to put up your game and be like, hey, check it out. I mean, I used to watch projects of people's games all the time, but I think that does get a little old after a while. So I don't. That's my 2 cents on the matter. You may disagree, but Walick says, thanks for streaming. Was it some nice stress-free and background noise while I arted for art class? That's awesome. I don't know what you're working on, but that's super cool. Takes me back, man. When I was in college, making those art assignments. Goodgis, make a loot chest. Make a loot crate. Could make a chest. You guys, I just keep getting ideas. It's fantastic. You guys keep throwing good ones at me, and I don't want to stop, But I probably should here because it's getting late. Study 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6-point perspective. What is this drawing for? I just came into the stream. So this is more so like a personal project. You need to, it's important to work on stuff for yourself. And, Dewdrop it's coming along, it's doing well. But you need to work on projects that are, like I said, for yourself that you can just get inspired. This is for like a little RPG, maybe walking simulator. I'm not sure what it's going to be or if it's going to be released, but it's just something that's fun to do, work on, hone my art skills. So that's kind of the purpose. I need to look at a reference for a chest real quick. Pretty sure this comes over this part. Maybe is it like that? Hold on. Treasure chest. When is the next stream? So I stream every other Wednesday. So Not next week. Next week there'll be a video up, and then the week after that there will be another live stream. I used to do them weekly and do weekly videos, and I quickly learned that that's very hard to do. I may do that in the summer, again, because the summer is like more free time, and you get a lot more people like hanging out in the summer, which is cool. Yeah, I stream every other week, and I make videos on the weeks that I'm not streaming. So let's see. I'm looking at some reference right now for this chest. Oops. It's looking a little weird. Oh, that's right. This doesn't have any straps right here. This just has this little doodad, and then that, and then whoop. And there we go. And then this part needs to be bigger. And then we gotta shade it. Goodgis, I've been adding a lot of stuff to my game, which I don't know I want to add at the beginning, and I don't feel a bunch of stress or weight on my shoulders. So is that scope creep or not? I mean, there's some stuff you just don't know you need until you start working on your game. I don't know if that's scope creep. Scope creep is, I mean, it could be a little bit of scope creep. Scope creep is just adding more stuff than what you originally agreed to. And if your game needs it, like if your game's boring, like maybe you do need to have a little scope creep, improve it. I think when it becomes dangerous is when you lose motivation for your project because you just get tired of it or something. The lighting on this is really strange. Let's do that, add that. Nice little treasure chest. I may even change this up because I don't want it to look too similar to the reference. Goodgis, can you make a purple egg? Maybe. The question is, do I want to? You know? That's the real question. That's the question we all have to ask ourselves. Do we really want a purple egg? A lot of times we'd be afraid to find out the answer, you know? Put this here, get that a nice, yeah. Shiny, nice shiny chest. There we go. Okay. Cool. Any other questions? Felt really shocked that you included Scratch in your video. Scratch is a kid's website for coding, but you can make amazing things there. It's nice someone can mention it. Yeah, I think I realize I do have a lot of younger audience, and you never know where people are coming from. And I feel like a lot of times people feel forced into using like the latest, greatest thing. And I think that's kind of not helpful at all. I think that's harmful. So that's why I'm always on the lookout for what works for everyone, because my goal is to help you guys find find stuff so you can actually make games and not be overwhelmed. So okay, Goodgis, can you, okay, I read that. Maybe open chest? Yeah, I'll definitely make that. I'll work on that probably off stream. So any questions? I tried making like a little clone of Pac-Man while watching a tutorial, but the guy made it very difficult, so I gave up. But I really need to fix that. It's hard. Pac-Man kind of is a tricky game. Does the world need a purple egg? Do you really want a purple egg? This started as a joke, but I swear it'll actually make Honey Quest tomorrow. Thanks, Goodgis. Maybe I'll release it. Hey, keep me posted. I love to play it. This madman made a 3D game in Scratch. What? We better get an update. Purple egg equals purple omelet equals purple breakfast. I don't know where to go with that. Provide eBay link next Wednesday. You better come in with a build for this game. I can't decide what engine I want to use. I can't decide, do I use Godot? Do I use not Godot? Do you use, GB Studio? The world needs a purple fox. The purple egg will be an Easter egg. It could be. There's too many comments about purple eggs. Let's try it. Eggs are so hard on this small scale. You guys are asking the impossible. The impossible. It's impossible. But it's not. Okay, let's... Whoa. It's a little too not... It's a little too pointy. This egg needs to have some life in it, I mean, this is more than just an egg, This is a community. It's a lifestyle. The purple egg is a lifestyle. Give it that little nice shine. There you go. There's your purple egg. Hallelujah. Check my devlog and channel called, I can't even, what's that? Oh, Borp. Profile pic is black and white circle. This character looks like Minish Cap from Zelda. Or he looks like a Minish Cap from Zelda. You know what? That's really interesting. I'm definitely inspired by the Minish Cap characters, but subconsciously, because I just realized that. Write a custom engine with Scratch. Like he used the nodes, using the palette for each node. You could add a value, very tedious. Telling you it's not Namco. Oh, that's weird. A raycast a 3D render in Scratch. You guys are crazy. Eggplant? I gotta ask, why purple? I gotta ask, why not? I'm just kidding. Purple's the best, You always have the green Game Boy games, and it just played out. It's trite, And I think that adding purple, it shakes it up, man. It shakes it up. When the purple egg minigame becomes too tough, it makes everyone's face purple. Give the egg shading because it's so cool. I did give it shading. Look at where my purple egg has come. Your purple egg. How do I tag people here? I don't, just the @ sign, yeah. Imagine a 4D game in Scratch. Yeah, the game literally scratches you. All right. We're about to wrap this up, friends. And whoa, it's 4 a.m. in India? Did you just get up, or have you stayed up all night? Last questions here. Last questions. I want to see some beautiful questions in here, people. I'll give you a shout out. I'll do the end of the stream shout out. If you'd like your name shout out, put it in the stream. If you can put the phonetic spelling, that would help me, but if not, that's totally fine. It's more of a cream blue, red, black Game Boy color. Oh, I'm more of a cream blue. You know what? I need to see that. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but if you could send that to me somehow, send me that in Discord, I would love to see that palette. The purple egg represents us as a community fan base. It is 1:30 here in Spain. You're crazy. It's late, man. Goodgis will be able to download the sprite like Kenny. Are you asking, or are you telling me that I can? Exactly about the Unity game in Scratch. Hi, what's up? Now woke up. Now I should have saw that you were live. That's crazy, man. It's so early. Best first date conversation topic. I don't know. This sounds really cringe, but I used to just pull up a list, like go in those compilations and just like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite book? Learn about their favorite things. It tells you a lot. If they like Marvel movies, don't date them. I'm kidding. Shout out me, mobile and console gamer 12. Start learning dev by making an RPG and construct, then continue Godot. Possible? Oh, started learning dev by making an RPG and continue. Are you telling me that it's possible? Or are you asking me if it's possible? Because I think so. Do we have a Discord? Yes, the Discord is in the description. It's pretty awesome. Any tips for developing a story for a game? The mid part is so tough. You know what? I can't give a whole lot of advice in that because I don't have a whole lot of experience yet. But I think it's just making outlines and being flexible with the story. I think this little project is kind of a test for me to make a story. Give me practice for Dewdrop. It's almost 1 a.m. in Ireland. Dang. Change the channel profile picture to the purple egg. No. What time is it for me? It is 7:30 p.m. Purple egg, unite! Purple egg community. Separate to the story and chapters, the hero's journey already has chapters baked into the narrative. Let's play a game. Oh, no, okay, what? Okay, any last questions? Any last remarks? Any last shout-outs? It's going fast. It's about to end. Inside the purple egg is a whole entire universe. This universe holds intelligent life known as Goodgis fans. Something hard to learn when making games is the game usually comes second. The story comes second. Yeah, I feel like you almost need to practice just doing, like, use Bitsy or something and just make a story. Focus less on the game just to practice how do you get that narrative across. Yo, time for food. Will you join my cult? Probably not. Writing stories is a thing I'm okay at. Just making the story relatable, funny, and with a few emotion, and read some books. Yeah, I have like this. I really try to push myself with writing. I do writing prompts because I enjoy writing, and I've been working on like a little novel. But for some reason, I have this weird like thing where I made all my female characters named Beth. Like I wrote a story and then I wrote another one, and it was like the same. Both time the girl's name were Beth. One time it was like a rat character. So I need to work on my names for characters, but it's good. It pushes you to definitely write about things, and you have to think about how characters work and use people around you as a basis, you know? I'm gonna zoom out also so you guys can see this. Minecraft and Scratch. Oh, heck yeah. Shout out Egg Gang. Oh, yeah. Finbob Yeats Egg Gang. That's so hard to say. Show us the whole art piece. Boom. Way ahead of you. Don't be afraid to use dialogue in your game to explain it. That's a shame. Cool E. Bethgis. I don't know why. Like, I literally wrote this story about a rat, and it was for a prompt, and then I named it Beth. And then I wrote this other story. I'm like, why did it come up with the name Beth? And I realized, I'm like, I named after this rat character. Purple Egg Survival Server. I research names all the time. I have a lot of guy names. I don't know. And I write a lot of like fantasy, medieval fantasy stuff. I need to look at like classic medieval fantasy names. Baltier. No, that's Final Fantasy 12. Any tips for a beginner game pixel art creator? Look at reference. Look at games. I found some old pixel art of mine the other day, and all I did is I took original Pokemon sprites, and then I tried to create like other popular figures, like Aang from Avatar. I tried to recreate them in the Pokemon style. So copying someone's style, as long as you don't post it and advertise like, hey, look at my original style, like that's totally cool. And that's the best way to do it. How do you structure? How do you structure folders in bigger game projects? I'm still working on a good system. I basically have all my assets in a folder, all my objects in another. and then rooms in another one, and then I break them down like a player folder, a texture folder, I don't know, audio, and in the audio folder I have music and sound and soundscapes and stuff. Put Beth in Dewdrop Dynasty. No. Do you know any Beths? It could be subconscious. Yeah, but I didn't even write it like, I spelled it like a weird way. It wasn't like the typical way you'd spell Beth. It was like, I don't know, I spelled it weird, and then I did it again. I think I just forgot I did it, and I was like, oh, I'm so original. How often do you do these streams? I do them every other week. In the summer, I'll probably do them more often. But I generally do them the weeks that I don't release a video. But I would definitely like to stream more. Basically, if you want to know what's going on with me, just check in Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I always put out something, whether it's a video or a stream. There's always something happening unless I say otherwise. So that's the best way to find out what I'm doing. So we're signing off. Some final housekeeping things. Don't forget the great I can't think of the name. The great spring game jam that we're hosting. My studio, Firith, is hosting. It's I believe it starts next Monday. It's 3 weeks long. You do not have to, like, people complain like that's too much time. Then only spend 3 days, and it's 3 weeks long because people are busy, and it allows more people to actually make a game. So don't feel like you need to spend the whole 3 weeks, but do that. If you want to be a part of the community, check out our Discord in the links below. We have a pretty awesome community. We're getting up there, man. We're getting up there. We're getting close to 1,000 people, which is crazy to think about. Like half a year ago, we only had like 40 people in there. Keep your eyes out for merchandise. I don't know when that's going to be happening, but somewhat soon in the near future. If you like to see like behind the scenes content, a little bit more personal conversation, check out my Patreon. If you support me on there, you actually get to see the face reveal. It's amazing. I talk about weird things. What else? There's something else. Keep your eyes out for Dewdrop. It's going to be on Steam here shortly, and wish lists are going to be huge for helping me release the game. So I'm sure you'll see me spam it everywhere when it comes out. And I think that's about it. Next stream, I don't know what we'll be doing, but I want to actually do some art competitions and include you guys. So maybe we'll actually work on a game one of these streams. Maybe I can work on this game. We will see. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of this. It really means so much to me. I love hanging out with you guys. We always have a blast. Also, shout out to Firith Studio, which is Keeyp, Kiwi, Dark Hooded was in here earlier, Sarah Teed, Bonzo, all the Firith team who jumped on and helped out with moderating. Appreciate you guys. Big shout out to you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. If you want, make sure you share your games and your artwork and stuff in a Discord. I do look at it. And if I don't talk to you guys soon, then I don't know. I'll see you next video. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. Stay confident, keep working hard. Don't get caught up in all the drama of of life. So stay classy, use Godot gang for life. And I'll catch you on the next